But let's begin with President Trump and his first full day in office. His inauguration day already a busy one, with Trump signing dozens of executive actions.
Jared Hill joins us live from Washington, D.C. now with a look at what's ahead for Trump's first full day in office and his second term. Good morning, Jared.
Hey, good morning, Dana and Audrina. What we are seeing here is President Donald Trump continuing his first full day in office with, more efforts to really cement the beginning of this second term with a flurry of executive actions in an aggressive fashion that is not unexpected.
So help me God.
And with that, President Donald J. Trump began his second term. In his speech, he vowed to rescue a nation that he described as in decline.
The golden age of America begins right now.
In the midst of the inaugural parade, moved inside a D.C. arena due to frigid temps, and inaugural balls, where he danced with First Lady Melania Trump. The president signed roughly 200 executive orders, rolling back dozens of Biden-era policies in the process, including pulling the U.S. again out of the Paris Climate Agreement. President Trump also offered clemency to all of the nearly 1,500 people charged or convicted in relation to storming the U.S. Capitol on January 6th.
We're going to release our great hostages.
Their supporters demonstrated outside a D.C. jail last night. President Trump is already facing legal challenges over his executive action creating the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, and another that attempts to end birthright citizenship, which is enshrined in the Constitution. Trump also signed an order declaring a national emergency on the southern border and others targeting immigration. Nationwide, cities are already bracing for mass deportations.
People are afraid. People don't want to leave their homes. People don't want to send the kids to school.
Meanwhile, the Senate yesterday approved its first of Trump's cabinet picks, former Florida Senator Marco Rubio, now to be Secretary of State. And a number of other President Trump's cabinet picks have been pushed along to the next phase in the confirmation process, going from the committee to a full vote in the Senate. Some of those could happen within a matter of days. Back to you.
All right, Jared, thank you so much for that report. Former Florida Senator Marco Rubio is now the Secretary of State. Vice President J.D. Vance swore him into the post less than an hour ago in Washington, D.C. Rubio said his department will help President Trump keep his promise to voters to put America first.
The priority of the United States Department of State will be the United States. It will be furthering the national interest of this country. And he's given us a very clear mandate. President Trump's made it very clear, everything we do, and this is true in government, but especially at the Department of State, everything we do must be justified by the answer to one of three questions. Does it make us stronger? Does it make us safer? And does it make us more prosperous?
The Senate confirmed Rubio in a 99-0 vote. He's the first of Trump's cabinet nominees to win a congressional approval.